we're resuming. I'm back after breakfast and something to drink. I hate this so much. Hopefully it doesn't cut off, but if it does, I'll restart the stream. Come on. That's kind of gross. TBH. Almost there. Jello, rub your hands away from me. Are we done here? Okay. Thank goodness. Oh, so we morphed through a wall. Good to know. Alright, so let's find, I think we have to find like drawings. Yeah.
Mr. Onofrio is very kind and helps us. If he's not here, I have good reason to be afraid.
Okay. 1 of 17. Interesting. Okay. So this means this. Oh, we got one.
I'm not like the others, Mom. Why not?
See? 17. Just gross sounding. I'm gonna go in the other room really quick. At least where I can just get the drawing. Is this the first one? Yeah, this is the first one. It's the second one, maybe. Excuse me. Not so,
My baby Charlotte is so beautiful, and she's so good. But Renee isn't.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Okay. Here's this.
When I was little, I never used to sleep. Poor Mom.
4. Okay. 5.
Mr. Onofrio is so nice. I'm bad because I'm not kind. When I was small, I never used to eat. Poor mother.
Wow. That drawing, though. Interesting. I must say. Okay, so we're here. So it let us out.
There are a lot of them. They want to hurt me. They fly. Even Charlotte can't help me.
So she's talking about crows. So I came out here. I don't know. I don't think I did this one. So we shall see. Not one up here.
Mom always has to work because it's so cold in winter.
That's pretty, interesting. So I'm gonna go that other way that we saw.
Mr. Onofrio helps Mom. How would we manage if you didn't?
I don't know if he's helping your mom or not. Just TBH. Don't know what kind of help she is. Well, that you guys are getting exactly. Okay, I don't see anything through here. Is there anything else? There we go.
A blackbird's eating my head. That's why it hurts so much.
That's messed up, dude. 7 more to go. Okay. So we ended right here.
We learn so many things at school, and so we have to attend. How would we get on if we didn't?
Well, she's not happy about having to go to school.
I do a lot of bad things. I don't tell anyone, but Mom knows just the same.
Can you, like, not do that in my ear? Thanks. Okay.
My schoolmates, when the light's there.
So I'm concerned and a little confused because is the light depression or anxiety?
Renee's kind to Don Gino.
Impossible, but I mean, all the shit she's went through, I don't understand. You know, I don't understand why she's depressed and anxious and everything else in between. Like, going through shit like that ain't that ain't nothing to mess with, yo. Like, just to be honest. Okay, seen that already. So I think I went down here already. So I need to go back up, I believe. So let's go back up. I hate that damn sound though. Sounds like a, what do you call it? A pot. Kettle? A kettle. Okay, so, hold on one second. I gotta do this really quick. Wait, why is it? Oh no. I don't like it. Wait, why is it turning dark? Hold on. I have questions. Do I not have a light? Did I have a time limit on this? I have a question. What the hell is my... I don't know where I'm at. Did I not do it enough in time? Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know where I'm even at.
What's happened? What is this place?
That's what I want to know, dude.
Maybe I'm dead.
You're not.
I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Keep this fuzz out of my PS4. Okay. Loading. It's a loading, you guys. It's a loading. It's taking forever though. Go figure. Oh, never mind. It's loaded. Oh boy. Oh, she can't walk. Oh boy. Can you go faster? Oh, I can't even see her now. Oh, it got quiet. Can I see her now? No, I still can't see her. Wait, am I being pushed by nobody? Hold on, where the hell am I? So confused. Oh, this is that elevator. Piece of shit elevator that I hate so much. Huh. Are you done now? I can't even see you anymore. Nani. Nani. What am I supposed to, I don't know what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. It just keeps getting lighter. Lighter. And lighter. I hate that sound. I had a lot of sounds in this game. So I guess it was on a time limit. What? Why am I so damn tall? Hold on.
May 4th, 1942. The patient had previously expressed suicidal feelings, but never acted on them. Yesterday, she injured herself badly, stabbing herself in the stomach with sharp-pointed scissors. Sedated, restrained, and transferred to an isolation cell. May 10th, transferred to the agitated ward for observation. Isolation, insulin, and shock therapy. September 25th, positive response to treatment. She replies to questions and remembers what happened, but doesn't want to give explanations. She claims to have memory lapses, entire days about which she remembers nothing. She appears to be anxious and seeks reassurance. She fears she has done monstrous things in the blank periods for which she has no memory.
Okay. Quite interesting, to be honest. Why does this say locked? There's literally no lock on it. So I can't close this. So somehow I ended up here. Oh, do I not have a... I don't have a flashlight anymore? How in this damn hell did you lose your damn flashlight? In the midst of all this. Excuse me. Can I pick this up or no? Or will it not let me? Oh, it's just a tile missing. Okay. That was paper. It looked like paper. So nothing in her. Can't get over her. Yep, can't get over her. Oh, look at those. The beer and the ciggies. Okay, so... okay. So, can't get over here either. So, where in the same hell am I going? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm dumb. That's okay. I'm dumb. Okay. This game is so... I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's just so depressing. I mean, people go through this like all the time. Even in insane asylums now, there's still some crooked ass people in the world. Like, shit like this is still being done. And that's what sucks about this stuff. This girl, this poor girl, this happened in Italy. I think it's in Italy. I think that's what it said. But she went through this years ago, like a bunch of years ago. But still, it's disgusting how it was done to her. And what she was forced to do, and she was confused, and she was so young, you know, I don't know, what else can you say to that?
November 11th, 1942. The patient speaks very little, refuses food. force-fed with a nasal cannula. February 2nd, 1943. The lack of kerosene for heating and the food shortage is claiming many victims in the institution. War spares nobody, not even these alienated creatures. Despite her young age, this patient has fallen ill owing to the cold and malnutrition.
So I think this is getting to the end of where she dies. Her final days. And as sad as it is, this too was common back in the old days because they didn't have the resources that they do now. So they weren't able to live as gratefully as we do now. And it's very sad. It's a very sad thing. This game is very emotional. Some people may get it, some people may not get why it's emotional, but it's a very emotional game. And no, people don't have to, I guess, be institutionalized in an insane asylum to be able to relate to some of the shit that she went through, which is a hard...
Nobody laughs in here. I mean, really laughs. Not those crazy fools who laugh because people say they're mad. I don't know why they laugh out loud. They say I'm mad too, but I never feel like laughing. People used to laugh at me, but they were right, you know? You can't always cry and people laugh when you're afraid, don't they? It happened to you, not to me. It's better that way. They do that to show they're lucky. You mustn't take offense because it's true. And deep down, it's just like pity, if you see what I mean. But then you think about your own situation, and you laugh because you feel lucky that everything's going to get better, that it's all shit. It's all shit, this place. You're not trying to tell me it's not true, are you? An intelligent person, educated, not like me. And if I can see it's a load of shit, just imagine how much better you understand it. No, come on. No. I feel fine here, you know? After all, I can do and say anything I want.
I love light on, turn it off. Okay, well, guess freaking that. Okay. Oh. Hello? Does this one work? Where's it at? Okay, it's back that way, so we'll get that in a second. I don't think I really see anything. This must have been the other section of the ward. Yes, I hear you. Calm down. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah, oh my god, I hear you. Jesus. Would you shut the hell up? That ringing's so damn annoying, I'm sorry. So sad. Oh my god, I'm coming. Hold on. Hold your freaking butts. Hold on. Where is it at? Hello? 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 Really? No, you're not gonna answer? You piece of shite. Asshat.
August 28th, 1942. We hereby notify you of the death of Ada T., mother of Renee T., a patient in your institution. No known relative. Sincerely yours, Onofrio P.
I'm guessing he was her
I have no one
lover.
left in the world. Nobody at all. Solitude is very strange. It muffles everything, slows it down. It's an endless scream that makes no sound. A silent scream. I can't stop looking at myself. I will never leave this place. There is nobody up there for me. These walls have become my skin. Soul without a voice. Here, nobody weeps anymore. How I would love to feel life, desperation, anger. I've stopped dreaming, daydreaming, maybe even thinking. I've lived in a reality which has corroded me and has stripped me of everything, even my ability to feel pain.
I'm wondering if she, like, come back from the dead or something. Not exactly come back from the dead, but, like, she is lost, a lost soul, I guess you could say. And she's just reliving all this shit that happened, and she's going through, like, not being able to rest. Sounds like construction. That's what I'm just wondering. I'm a bit confused by the game. I understand the topics at hand are very sensitive. The game itself is very sensitive. But the topics are extremely sensitive, and people may get, I'm gonna say, quote unquote, triggered by it because something similar may have happened to them, or people just they get so offended over bullshit. But this is stuff that people don't talk about. And the sad thing is, it happens every day. And people don't talk about it, and they should, because it's awful. And yeah, life's not all rainbows and butterflies. It's stuff like this that happens. And honestly, more people need to be let aware about it, and something needs to be done. But that doesn't always mean something will be done. Sadly, I mean, we can't make anybody do anything. But it's a lot better now than it was years ago. As you can see, like, there's a lot they didn't do back then. They let shit go that shouldn't have been let go. They just allowed a lot of BS, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, a lot of BS, to continue even when they were made aware about it, because they didn't want to deal with it. So yeah, and then they're saying that it was some stranger when it was actually like a staff member, and they just wanted to cover their asses, basically. No, that's not okay. I'm not sorry, but honestly, I know this shit happens, and it honestly pisses me off so bad. Because this is real stuff. This really happens. And it's sorry that people have to deal with this shit. Because they just don't want to deal with it because it's a director or whatever. Yeah, you know what, they might can, yeah, I understand having a job or whatever is one thing, but when you know, and like somebody's telling you, I know there's like, it's like, oh, they're crazy, that's creepy, they're crazy, da 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 da. Well, Yeah, but I'm pretty sure when somebody gets pregnant, like, hi, hello, there's your proof, friendo, that they weren't lying. I wish I could see. What is this? It's shiny. Why the fuck don't I have a flashlight anymore, damn it? Is there anything in here that I can... But yeah. Shit honestly pisses me off. To no end. Just seeing, because I know what happens. It happens all the time. And it's disgusting. Okay, so that's why that wasn't working. Good to know. At first I was like, oh wow, you're just being a douche. But nope, was not just being a douche. Was literally caved in. Okay, so we looked through there already, and now we have to go here. Okay, so there's a wheelchair here. Oh, shit. Okay, I can click on those, right? No, can't. Okay, so there's a different way. What about this stuff? Can I go through here? Nope, there's a brick wall there. There's a brick wall there, too. Interesting. So where are you wanting me to go exactly? This is a bit interesting. It's so creepy, though. It's gone from horrifying to, like... I don't know. Can she go in here? Can you go in here? Maybe? No? You can't go in here? Damn. No, I thought she could crawl or something. Possibly. Oh. Okay. So that shows, like, where the, I don't want to call them inmates, but the patients used to sit. Even though they've called them inmates, but this is, like, not prison. I'm pretty sure it's not prison. I'm pretty sure it's just, like, an insane asylum. Why they call them inmates, I'm not sure.
May 5th, 1943. Renee's state of health is good. She is eating and speaking. Her spatial and temporal orientation is good. Therapy suspended. December 3rd. She calmly asks if she can leave the hospital. Evaluate patient for 6 months. May 2nd, 1944. Discharge denied despite favorable psychiatric opinion. The patient has no home or means of support.
So that's why they kept her. Because she couldn't support herself. Sorry, I choked a little because it scared me. She started talking out of nowhere. It scared the crap out of me. Okay, so there's this, and then, hold on, let me see. See if there's any other entrances. Nope, that's the only one. Unless I go, like, back over here. Yeah. I wish there was, like, a speed up button. You know what I mean? Like, a speed up button. Like, walk faster button, like in Layers of Fear. It's like R2 or something, or something like that. It's either L2 or R2. Can you, like, move faster? Jesus. Okay, so what about you? Okay. Uh-huh. I see. I like how it's getting lighter. Wait, hold on. That's locked. Are you locked as well? Yep, you are locked. Locked? Everything is locked. What about you? I can't see because it's so bright. Oh boy.
May 4th. The reasons why discharge is impossible are explained, and this is how Renee learned of her mother's death 2 years after the fact.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, so I don't like how her eyes are so deep. Oh god, why doesn't she have any eyes? She literally doesn't have any eyes. Holy shit. Okay, so I don't understand why she doesn't have any eyes. Oh
May 5th.
no.
She tried to kill herself in the night, by hanging herself with a sheet, saved by the nurses.
Hold on, let me see. What does she look like? That's creepy. Can I run through myself? No. That's very unsettling, to say the least. I feel like none of these endings are good.
Restrained to her bed, she once more tried to kill herself by suffocation. The decision has been taken to perform a transorbital lobotomy.
But why though? Like, just because she tried to off herself, basically? Like, but, I mean, she had a hard time with her mom's death. Like, what do you... Nope, I'm not going in there yet. Go F yourself. We're not doing this again. So... So is this like through all these doors? Is this like basically... Oh, I can't go through it again? Damn. I can't... Oh, shite. Can't go through it again, so I have to go to that one. Rude. Damn it. Wait, I can go through here. Right. Yeah. And I can go through all here. Okay, so all these are... Okay, so all these are... These doors right here. Can't go through... These are all locked now. So this is her mom. And then she tried to do bad things. And then again, more bad things. And then here we go. We're gonna go get an orbital lobotomy. Yay! I'm just kidding. I'm just really upset at the ending because I don't want this ending. I do not want it. I don't want it at all. I hate this ending. I didn't get this one last time. Her other ending was different. I really hate this. Like, I don't want it. I literally don't want it. Like, honestly. Eat ass. So, orbital lobotomy is, I hate this. Can I go out? No? Hey, I wanna go in here. Hey, bitch. Hey, you bitch. Okay, so I don't know how long it's gonna last up here. But there you go. The operation involved gaining access to the frontal lobes of the brain by sawing through the orbit bone above the eyelids, then damaging the lobes by means of an alcohol or formaldehyde injection or using a special instrument. Contrary to what was often thought, the patients did not always receive invalidating damage, although this was often the case. Moniz was awarded the Nobel Prize for Medicine in 1949. This therapy gradually fell into disuse after the discovery of chlorpromazine in 1951. I don't know what I was supposed to say, 1571, Jesus. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, I don't want to see this. Like, I'm scared. Oh, she blinks and shit? Okay. So basically, this is probably gonna kill her. It's to help with their erratic behavior. And they do it while they don't get any... I don't think they have... and back then they didn't have, like, pain medicine. Anesthesia. So they kind of had to do this shit with what they had, which was weak. And yeah. So they didn't... She didn't probably have any pain meds or anything like that. So she was going through this while she was basically alive. And so yeah, so that's what's happening, to be honest with you. Oh my gosh, why does my phone wants to blow up now? Can you like not look at me that close, sir? Get the hell out of my face, sir. Oh my god, what the hell is going on, guys? Shut up. Okay, so she's asleep, it looks like. She looks kinda, she looks older. Yeah, she's asleep, but... Oh, no, she's not. She's kinda out of it. Ooh. So she's okay, I guess. That's kind of gross. So she's awake. And she's crying. She's alive still. Probably not now. Okay. She's crying. A little,
10th of June, 1944. Operation successful. Patient tranquil and collaborative. Motor coordination capacity reduced, but she's improving. Transferred to the tranquil department in the care of Dr. B. 25th of October. Continues to talk about Amara and her doll, Charlotte. The disturbances of motor capacity show slight signs of improvement. Difficulty walking, not capable of riding, and the nurses report that they have to help her dress, wash, and feed herself. In the summer of 1944, Renee was transferred back into my department. Aware of little, indifferent, hardly ever spoke. One day, she said, "When I find the courage to look at myself in the mirror, and looks at me full of fear." She is a woman now who has changed profoundly compared to the girl that I had under my care several years ago. Only the sadness of her gaze and her intelligence are unchanged. She's so young, just 23 years old, but is lacking all vitality. Perhaps her condition may improve, but probably not. Her life has been thrown away, and nobody did a thing to try to avoid this.
The doctor that has her now, since she's only 23, he understands what she's been through, and he's upset that literally her life got thrown away for no reason, because people could have prevented what happened to her. That lobotomy thing basically made her to where she can't do anything anymore. She's basically a vegetable, but she can do other stuff, but she can't feed herself, she can't wash herself, she can't hardly walk, she can't do nothing. She can speak, but she can't write or nothing. So it basically made her lose everything that she could do, which is really sad, and this doctor saw it. So it's a very messed up situation, and the fact that this was based on a true story really makes me sad, which I know it's not. This is the artwork, I guess. Luca Daco. Okay. So this is going through, I guess, the patients, nurses, stuff like this. So it's gonna go through this.
Beware our heartbeats fight this life together.
It shows who it's by. It's got that, yep. On there. I don't own this. Music to it. There's nothing I can do. I can't fast forward. It won't let me. So yeah. Oh, I think okay, cool. I don't know what I hit, but I did it. Okay. So we're gonna look through this really quick. I hate how it makes it look so creepy. And in reality, it's just sad instead. Oh, this is her diary. Okay. This is new. Okay, so did I get all of it? Oh. Okay. Renee. My name is Renee.
My name is Renee.
Oh, okay, they should read
They
it.
told me that I have to write this diary, but I don't feel like it. It's not true that I feel better when I write. Actually, it's worse. I was a shy girl, and I just wanted to be like the others. But that's not what happened. No. I did things that, when I think about them now, eventually brought me here.
And the thing, it says wet light. Okay.
Everything started with that damned light. It happened for the first time when I was still a little girl. I was 6 or 7. I was walking outside school when suddenly the noise started to melt into an indistinct rumble. The light increased out of all proportion and everything lost its meaning. I could no longer recognize anything. Objects, people, words, not even myself.
And then it says sleep, Renee, sleep. And then it says don't stare at me. What are you looking for?
I felt fear as a physical sensation. It prevented me from moving, from swallowing, from breathing. After God knows how long, everything went back to normal. But a new fear replaced the old one. Different, but terrible. Of the light coming back. And it did come back.
So this is stuff I guess she erased. It's a snapdragon. I can't move. I'm afraid of the light.
My memory of those years is hazy. Between the age of about 7 and 10, my memories are disconnected, and I couldn't say how many times and how frequently the light used to come. My mother gave me a doll around that time. Charlotte. Thinking back to it makes me want to laugh. But at the beginning, I remembered that I was afraid of her. I thought she wanted to harm me, to kill me and take my place. But when the light came, she would stay beside me, and her presence.
It says, Charlotte, where did you go? Or Charlotte, where are you? My dear Charlotte. Come here, Charlotte. Beautiful Charlotte. Charlotte, forgive me.
Did not disturb me. I was able to talk to her, and so she became my best friend. At least until I was in grade 2, when everything changed. She didn't laugh at me, and if I had to say something to my mother, I asked her to say it. When things inside me turned bad, she was the only one I could turn to. Now all of this makes me blush, but Charlotte was a real friend to me. I knew that she was just a doll. I wasn't stupid, but at the same time, she was real too. I don't know how to explain it. It's difficult. My mother would cuddle her and tell her things. I guess she was trying to communicate with me. But back then, I was too afraid to understand it. I didn't tell anyone about the light. I knew that something terrible was happening to me. I thought that I would die, and the shame I felt was so deep that an uncontrollable restlessness took over me.
April's gone.
I was afraid when other people were nearby. I saw fingers pointed at me, mouths laughing, condemning me.
So it's word. In parentheses.
I tried to be alone. I would sit down on the ground and, curled up in the dark, I would repeat a word, any word, in continuation. This helped me not to think, not to lose myself. I would spend entire days like this, hoping that my mother would ignore me. Her compassionate words hurt me and terrorized me even more, and so I had to. Shout and shout and shout those words. After a few days, things got better, and little by little, I came out of my hiding place. But the fear was always there, under the surface, ready to strike me even harder. I remember a recurring dream from that time. I used to have plenty of nightmares, but this particular one was so real that even today, I ask myself whether it could have possibly been just a dream. I was in bed, enveloped by the warmth of the blanket, in the dark, about to succumb to sleep, when I heard the bedroom door open. I turned to face the wall and did not have the courage to turn around. I only saw a shadow cast against the wall by the light filtering in through the door. Then I heard the door close again, and I thought that it might have been my mother who, before going to bed, used to peep in to see whether I was sleeping. However, there was no time to breathe a sigh of relief, for footsteps approached the bed, and I heard the sound of breathing close by. Fear paralyzed me from head to toe. The blankets were pulled back. I remember the chill of fresh air on my spine. Someone sat on the bed, and I trembled. Then the dream finished.
This is taking attendance. In parentheses or
The
asterisks.
light often came when I was at school, turning my fellow pupils into puppets that would terrorize me. To me, they appeared transformed, with the bloodied heads of animals stuck where their own heads should have been. I would curl up on the floor and would even wet myself. The teacher would try to console me and would smile at me, but her teeth and her eyes would terrify me even more. Things did change. I don't know why, perhaps during the second or third year of school. It was more or less in the same period that I became friends with Bruna. I remember the sensation of joy I experienced when I felt almost normal. The light isn't coming. The dreams have gone, and I have a real friend, one who speaks to me. I would repeat this to myself proudly while looking in the mirror, where I no longer saw an embarrassing reflection. It seemed to me that the world was a difficult place, but it was no longer impossible. Bruna. I did not understand what Bruna saw in me, especially as she was almost 2 years older than me. I would tell her this every now and then, and she would joke about it, saying, "Nothing. I don't see anything in you, which is what I like about you." And then she would hug me. But one day, she was sad and pensive and said to me, "You and I are the same. Don't be fooled. You are reserved and honest, and I'm not. But that's the only difference between us. The only one." Then she began to cry. I was struck by the perception in her words, but only today, after re-examining my past, do I understand what she meant. I no longer considered my body as something disgusting and ill. Far from it. I began to look at myself, to caress myself, and smell my own skin. Were not very clear, and I never spoke to anyone about these things. Bruna, however, spoke about them. She boasted about her love stories and her young men. To my eyes, she was very lucky, always being wooed. By marvelous, generous, and kind boys. Thus, I fantasized about her adventures, pretending that I was the main protagonist. But how could I ever be like her? Occasionally I recall that she had black and blue marks on her body, but I was so naive that I did not understand. I did not put two and two together. It was Don Gino who explained things to me a few years later. He told me about Bruna's father and brother, but I was already very ill. The light had returned, and that thing made me suffer even more. It was my world, and it was crumbling. When I spoke to Bruna about it, she turned her head away and was silent for a long time. It doesn't exist, Renee. At least not for us. I was 14 years old. I didn't think it was possible for a boy to look at me and desire me. When he asked me if I wanted to go for a walk, I didn't say anything.
Excuse me.
I didn't even have the courage to look at him.
She's just so handsome in asterisks.
Things improved for a number of years, then suddenly everything came crashing down. One evening I came home drunk, and the following morning a terrible crisis overcame me all of a sudden. What had I done? I was terrified. I thought I'd lost my sight. The light burned my eyes from inside. The memories of the previous day emerged in bursts, images, flashes, which unleashed something monstrous inside me. Repetition of words was no longer sufficient. Now there was a voice in my head which repeated them louder than I did, and they were words of accusation and blame. So I covered my ears and shouted and hit my head against the wall and threw up. I remember the doctor, the wall filthy with blood and vomit. My mother wasn't looking at me. Bruna was crying but trying to hide it. Charlotte was beside me. I never told anyone what had happened. He came to visit me, but I refused to see him. I became agitated. I think he liked me. even though things turned out badly. In that period, I began to suffer from memory loss. The few things I learned didn't please me at all. He told me that I was looking for him. It was all my fault. Bruna told me that sometimes I got drunk. People in the village gossiped about me. Sometimes I was covered in black and blue marks. I didn't realize what was happening to me, what I was doing. I was no longer in control of my life. From my little corner. He felt accused, hurt. I chased him away. I insulted him. He was proud, handsome. He said things about me to other people, which he shouldn't have said. Mother caught me coming home drunk. She beat me and sent me to speak to Don Gino every day. He came back and tried to speak to me. I think he liked me. Sometimes I sent him packing and I started shouting at him. But other times I embraced him. I held him tight and loved him. But he couldn't bind himself to me. I was 16 and ill. I had no future. I didn't get out of bed for weeks. Then I did things I was ashamed of. I slept with men. The guilt tore at my soul. And the light came back to torture me. I invented stories to justify my actions. I couldn't bear my own weight. Mom found out about it. Her voice split my head. I pushed her away because I was afraid of dying, and I shouted to the whole world what was happening to me, and that I didn't understand. The police arrived, and they carted me away. I remember the onlookers shaking their heads. They would be better off without me, cleansed of shame, with something to talk about for a while.
And, it's all of that part. Now there's something else that I'm going to look into as well. Okay, so options. Cameras all the way up. English. Camera sensitivity. Okay. Set it. Okay. Alright. So, here you go.
My name is Renee. I was a shy girl, and I just wanted to be like the others. But that's not what happened.